Alrighty, folks. Hello. Welcome back to another CMC. Thank you for joining me today. And please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe to all the good things. And yeah, let's go ahead and get on into this. Let me just make sure everything's going. Emitter. That's working. And let's see. Alrighty. Well, one more thing. Just want to make sure that this is all right. Is this going? Is it on? It should be. What's going on? Yeah. What's up with this? Give me a second while I get this together. But basically today, gonna be going into Elon Musk purchasing 9% of 9% of Twitter stock, 9% of Twitter shares, and becoming the biggest shareholder and potentially fixing things. Maybe, I don't know. You don't know. And I'm gonna pretty much see. Let's see, what's this going? What's going on here? Let's see. But yes. Let me start. Are you going? I don't even know. Why are you not working? Just want to make sure. Is this starting soon? What the fuck? Why you not working? Let me see. What in the world? Why are you acting crazy? Update. I don't think it's showing. Well, it is up on. It seems to be up on Rumble, but it does not seem to be up anywhere else. What is going on? I do not know what is up. Let me see. Nope, wrong one. Let's see. Yeah, that's all good. Oh. That's all good. That's all good. Okay. Well then. If it's just not going to work. What are you doing? Why are you not working? Okay, well. Let me restart it. Oh, shoot. I'm sweating pretty hard. Yes. So we are going, I believe it is going, but it is not exactly showing up anywhere else for some reason. Ah, gosh. Why is it not working? God damn it. Ag. This is weird. Let me stop. Okay, folks. Well, welcome back. Welcome to another CMC. The stream is not working properly on all the other platforms, but we're here on Rumble, and I guess that's all that matters. So, thank you for joining me on the Blavasi channel. Shoot, that's not correct. But yeah. So today we're going to be talking about the Elon Musk acquiring 9.2% of Twitter stock and becoming the largest shareholder. And let's see what I think about it. Basically, you know, for anyone who just isn't really paying all that much attention at the moment, basically what's happened is Elon Musk paid about $3 billion to purchase, I forget how many shares. It was a lot of money to get a lot of shares in Twitter. And oh shoot. And he is now the largest shareholder of Twitter. And, well, people are saying, oh snap, is he actually going to fix Twitter? And by, of course, fix Twitter, they mean, is he going to actually make it so that Twitter is not censoring people for having different opinions or, you know, just saying anything that is not what the Twitter people want. And so let's go ahead and get on into this then. Bam. So yes, Elon Musk buys 3 billion stake, 9.2% in Twitter, and is now the platform's largest shareholder. So yeah, as I said, people are like, whoa, that's a lot of money, which it is, obviously. And is he actually going to fix things? Well, you know, we don't know yet. He did, though, after purchasing this. Now, mind you, he did before, apparently I had seen that before he actually, I guess, came out about purchasing it, or before he actually purchased it, I believe, he went and asked the Babylon Bee if their account had actually been, you know, suspended or banned or whatever. Of course, and they were. So, you know, I'm not sure if he was going to actually purchase the stake had they not been banned, Or he might have just done it regardless. He might have just did it before asking them and then was like, well, I'm going to ask them now. But, you know. Let me fix this. Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah. He did it. And, yeah. People are going crazy on both sides of the fence. Because, of course, one side, people are like, ooh, yes, he's going to fix it. We're going to be able to finally freely speak. We're going to finally be able to do this, that, and the other and not have to worry about being censored. And the other side is like, oh my gosh, he's going to totally mess up the app and we're not going to be able to say what we want, which is crazy because they were totally fine with silencing people that they didn't like their views on Twitter in the first place. But whatever, you know, people already understand that Twitter is pretty much a garbage heap. But it's a platform to be on because there's lots of people up there. So, yeah. Of course, he apparently gets onto the board, as it says, one day after acquiring the massive stake. And apparently, from what I've seen, is he gets on the board and there are specific things where he is not allowed to purchase more than 15% of the company. And he has he's allowed a position on the board, and he can't purchase more than 15% stake of the company, which seems like they're trying to prevent him from totally just outright buying the whole of the company, which, to be honest, he could probably just do that if he wanted to, regardless of what they say. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I think it's like he has to be on the board, and as long as he's on the board, he can't purchase that much. But he might be able to, let's say, you know, like, just leave the board and then buy however much he wants. That kind of seems like it's possible from what it seems like on the document. Let me see. Where is that? I have it right here somewhere. Well, we'll come back to it. But I have it up here. I just forget which one. But anyways, when he, of course, came out about having purchased this, apparently he came out and said, hey, do you guys want a edit button? Do you guys want to have an edit button? And it's kind of a weird first thing to ask, because obviously nobody was really thinking about an edit button. Like, I wasn't even thinking about an edit button. I mean, nobody's really thinking, hey, let's edit tweets after we've tweeted them. I mean, I guess it's cool, like, if you made a mistake or something, or you tweeted something wrong, but you can kind of just delete it and retweet it. That's kind of not really that big of an issue. But then there's people pointing out the fact that since there's a whole lot of just people on Twitter that are kind of just bad faith actors, I think that's the word I'm looking for. If you add an edit button, then they can write something, put it out there, and then later on down the road, when everybody's like sick, you can switch it, and then people will be like, that's not what it said. So that's kind of, I mean, I guess I can see how it would work if he made it to where the edit button was time sensitive. Like, maybe you make a post and then you have, like, what, 5 minutes to edit it. After that 5 minutes, you can't edit it again, which kind of would make sense to me. Maybe make like a time limit on it. I mean, hey, if you're gonna add the edit button, and you know people out there are definitely gonna, you know, use it in a negative way, because, you know, that's what these people do out here. But hey, make the edit button, all right? Just make it, and then make it so that they have to do it within a certain amount of time. Don't let them like change it like a whole day later, because then that's kind of like, you know, no, don't do that. Just be like, hey, 5 minutes or something. I don't know. That's seems to make sense to me, but I don't even know if that's even going to happen, to be honest. I mean, apparently Twitter said that they were already working on it, like working on an edit button, which I can see that being a real thing. Like, I can see how Twitter would be like, hey, let's give all of these people an edit button so that when they write some stupid shit up here, they can go back and change it. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to screenshot it in the first place, and then you're going to have the actual tweet. But of course, then if that happens, then the people are going to be like, well, they just edited afterwards. Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't edit. You just photoshopped it, changed it. You know, yeah, people they're like that. So you already know that's going to happen. But yeah, make it a time sensitive thing. You got 5 minutes to edit your post. You know, oh yeah, see that, like right here under this person right here says, do you want to edit button? And he's like, under 2 conditions. It's only available for a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and when an edit is made, there's a small link that shows the edit. This keeps a public record but allows the tweeter the ability to fix a simple mistake and not re-notify their followers with a new tweet. So yeah, that makes sense, you know? Definitely makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and like that. But yeah, so that guy has the good idea. Glad I'm not the only one thinking that way. Sweet. But yes, of course, this wasn't anything that anybody was asking for. Obviously, you know what everybody was asking for, don't you? Yes, you do. Everybody was actually wondering, is he gonna bring Trump back? Is Elon Musk gonna bring Trump back? Oh my gosh, is he gonna bring Trump back? Is he gonna bring everybody who was deleted for nonsensical reasons back to the platform? And to be honest, that would actually be a sign of, okay, maybe he's actually, you know, doing something. But sadly enough, that is not going to happen, according to Twitter, because they've already you know, this is the poll that everybody was asking, you know, should Twitter bring Trump back after Elon Musk? And you know, they basically were like, let's see, where is it? Yeah, here it is. So basically Twitter is like, no, we're not doing that. Let me read this real quick because I know it's pretty small. Can I make it bigger? Yeah. Twitter says it has no plans to reinstate former President Donald Trump's account, despite Elon Musk vowing to make significant improvements to the social media platform after becoming the company's largest shareholder and a member of its board of directors. Twitter is committed to impartiality in the development and enforcement of its policies and rules. Such bullshit. But anyways, the company told DailyMail.com on Tuesday, our policy decisions are not determined by the board of shareholders, and we have no plans to reverse any policy decisions. As always, our board plays an important advisory and feedback role across the entirety of our service. Our day-to-day operations and decisions are made by Twitter management employees, the company added, which seems a bit weird because, I mean, I feel as if you're on the board, you do have some say. Maybe not all of the say, but you definitely have some say in the matter. I don't know. I'm not on the board of anything, really, so I can't really say anything about it, but does seem like he would be able to be like, hey, I own the majority of this company, so I do actually get to say what's going on. But once again, he isn't the only person that has stake in the company. So maybe it might be a, thing. I don't know. I kind of don't see them giving Trump his account back, or really anybody's account back, after they've already been banned. It just seems like too much of a it seems too easy. Seems like that would be like he purchased it and then, hey everybody, your stuff's back. I don't know. And to be totally honest, my whole view on Elon Musk is, yes, like on paper, he kind of, maybe not on paper, but outward appearance, he seems like he might be a decent person, but I just cannot get the fact that, the whole Neuralink thing where, they drill a hole in your head and plug in some electronics, that's kind of like, no, I'm not with that at all. Plus the whole thing where he was working with this on monkeys, and that was pretty terrible. I saw a video of that, and I actually talked about that previously on something, but that does not, you can't be doing to my monkey brethren, man. No, don't do that shit. But that's pretty much a crazy thing to me to really, I can't really like just forget that. I mean, maybe some people can, or maybe some people just don't know about it, but if he were to just straight outright purchase this, right? Maybe he would actually make it so people can talk up here more freely. That's a possibility. But I don't know. He seems a bit too entangled in this whole humanism thing that he's kind of got his foot in with, but of course the Neuralink, which is the main thing, it's like the only thing. And I just don't know what his real intentions are. But if he does do good, then I'm all for it. It's just, I don't totally know. But, as I was saying, there are people out there, where is it, who are freaking out, like this fella here. My name is Jackson Mulholland, and I'm one of many people here working at Twitter, in charge of developing terms and conditions for users. We're not stripping away free speech. We're protecting users from bullies, bigots, and spam. I refuse to work with, or I used to work with or for Elon Musk. I'm resigning. And that's kind of what some people kind of want that. Yeah. Dude, yeah, go ahead and leave. If everybody who's thinks that you are not stripping away free speech, if all you people just leave, then that'll be fine. Go ahead and do it. I mean, go work for some other place that, isn't doing stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you'll be outnumbered in that situation. Or you'll all just go there and then do the same thing. I mean, shit. It's pretty much how things are going today anyways. But shoot, if you're gonna leave, go ahead and leave, because that's just one less, bastard that we have to deal with. And nobody's really trying to deal with that type of stuff. We're protecting users from bullies and bigots and spam. Right. Yeah, totally. Donald Trump, he was a bully, a bigot, or spam. Yeah, totally. Because he did something that he didn't do, or you said he did a thing, and therefore you're gonna... But whatever. Yeah, it doesn't have to make sense for you guys. You just do it, and then you're like, I'm right, because I said I'm right. And if you say I'm not, you're racist. Yes. Or homophobe. or sexist. You piece of shit, get out of here. That's how they feel. And yeah, bye. Go leave. Don't want to see you again. We don't really care. But, of course, other places that also have influence are seeing this, and they're apparently shaking in their bones. The Washington Post? Elon Musk's Twitter investment could be bad news for free speech. Who are you trying to convince? There's gotta be a very small number of people stupid enough to believe this. Where? Probably people who aren't on Twitter. That's possible. Or possibly the people who aren't on Twitter probably aren't on Twitter because they understand that it's bullshit and it's just a garbage heap. I wasn't on Twitter until I started doing everything for my channels and stuff. And before then, I didn't know anything about Twitter. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, oh well, I guess I should make a Twitter for this. And then I got on Twitter and was like, what the fuck is even this? But now I know. Yeah, now I know, and now I understand. And now I'm like, shit. Well, I'm here. I got to do this, and this is hilarious. He's going to be the one that's a problem for freedom of speech. How so? What exactly is he going to do? Because he's the world's richest human. Oh, yeah. He can toss billions around like poker chips. Who is the owner of the Washington Post? I guess he's not the richest person. But he still has plenty enough money to own the Washington Post and have them put out some nonsense like this. Straight up propaganda. Straight up propaganda. And people are gonna see it and be like, yes, I agree. I agree with this because the Washington Post says it. That's funny though, because anybody who looks at this and is like, I agree, is clearly someone who doesn't have a fucking clue. No clue at all whatsoever. And they're just gonna go with this nonsense because they have no fucking clue. But that's why you don't worry about it. That's why you just ignore these people, right? That's why you're just like, eh. Now though, this obviously is Infowars. They're saying or whatever we are to talk about. But one thing I wanted to say, or I wanted to look at, so this was, Seth Dillon from, I think, the Babylon Bee. He asked them if they were going to, if they were actually banned from Twitter before he actually did all this. Then here's a post from the current CEO of Twitter, Parag Agrawal? Yeah, whatever his name is. I'm excited to share that we are appointing Elon Musk to our board through conversations with Elon in recent weeks, which means that he's been doing this for at least a week or two. It became clear to us that he would bring great value to our board. Psh, you lying. Come on. We know that's... You really don't feel like that. And then, of course, looking forward to working with Parag and Twitter board to make significant improvements to Twitter in coming months. Oh, well, what improvements, I wonder, huh? Very possible that Twitter might have put that post out saying that, they weren't going to change anything because they just wanted to say that. It's also very odd how Twitter put that post out saying that they weren't going to change anything, but yet they still had that one person, and probably others who haven't said anything, were like, oh, I'm quitting because Elon Musk. Well, why would you quit if Elon has no ability to make any changes? And you know why? And I'm pretty sure if Elon was like knowing he wasn't going to be able to make any changes, he probably wouldn't have wasted his time to purchase all of this. My guess. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. I would love to know the truth. If I'm wrong, whatever. But it's pretty weird. It's weird. But of course, we have Catturd. Catturd, he's kind of on track. All the nice tweets from Twitter executives about Elon Musk today are fake AF. There's a battle going on right now between the anti-free speech woke Twitter leaders who have lost 50% of their stock value, and Elon, who's trying to do the right thing. Okay, I don't know if that's all true, because I still don't know what Elon's ultimate goal is. I mean, if it is just buying it just for free speech, then that's cool. But still, that whole monkey thing, I don't know. My monkey brothers. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty okay. But I think it is here. Here is the document that pretty much is kind of outlines. I wish I could can I make this bigger? Bigify. Let's see. So it's like real at the bottom. Okay, so Twitter Inc., the company, and Elon Musk hereby agrees as the following. So, appointment of Mr. Musk as a director as promptly as practicable following the execution of this letter agreement, subject to and contingent upon the provision by Mr. Musk for any information that the company reasonably requires to complete its customary onboarding procedures, including a customary background check and completion of the company D&O questionnaire for members of the board of directors of the company. The board will take all action necessary so that as Mr. Musk will be appointed to the board as a Class 2 director with a term expiring at the company's 2024 annual meeting of stockholders. So he is on the board until 2024. I guess that's when this contract expires, and then I guess he has to renew it or whatever. Company securities. Mr. Musk agrees that for so long as Mr. Musk is serving on the board and for 90 days thereafter. So basically saying while he's on the board or 90 days after he's on the board, Mr. Musk will not either alone or as a member of a group become the beneficial owner of more than 14.9% of company's common stock outstanding at such time, including for these purposes economic exposure through derivative security swaps or hedging transactions. So he can't purchase more than 14.9% stock in the company as long as he is on the board or for at least 90 days after he leaves the board. So 2024, he's got to renew it, or he just doesn't renew it. And 90 days, so like 3 months after he's off the board, he can't, purchase. But after that 90 days, he can do whatever he wants. Right. The terms group and beneficial owner are as defined in section blah, 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 of the Securities Exchange, related rules, parties. Agreed specific performance will be available to the parties under the letter agreement. This letter agreement is governed by and will be construed in accordance with the laws of the state of Delaware. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, basically he's not allowed to buy any more than 14.9% as long as he's a board member or before 2024 while his contract of being on the board is active, basically. So he can still purchase more as long as he is once he's off the board. Yeah. So this may either give him some time to be like, I don't need to purchase anymore because whatever. Or he'll just be like, 2024 comes around, I'm not going to stay on the board anymore. I'm just going to purchase a majority of the company, like a large majority, and be like done with it. That seems to be what's going on. Now, if I have it up here, let me see. Do I have Statine? I don't think I have it. It was, oh, here it is. So, these are the people that have the, the higher stakes in Twitter. So Elon Musk, and then we have Vanguard Group and BlackRock. Vanguard Group and BlackRock are apparently owners, majority owners, in a lot of tech companies. A lot of companies, actually. As a matter of fact, they're majority owners of Tesla as well, which is very odd. Because does this mean that Elon is, well, I mean, he's not beholden to them on this platform because he's the majority owner of this. But what does that say for Tesla? I mean, that's kind of like, I kind of see where that's going to allow for some bad actors to do some bad stuff. Because they have yet to do anything that I can recollect that's really big and dramatical or whatever. But I mean, Tesla isn't really in the position to really be doing that. Yet, we already know that apparently there are kill switches in Tesla cars, right? I mean, he can track them. He can, have the car drive away. I mean, there's like quite a bit of stuff. So I don't even know why you would give someone else that ability to do that to your vehicle, or why you would even have that in your car. Oh, for helpful reasons. Self-parking, self-driving. I'm pretty sure it has a keyless lock, keyless unlock, keyless ignition. So it's totally remote. Yeah, see, this is why I'm like, Elon Musk, you kind of sound good on paper, but in reality, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of sketch. And I just can't 100% go all in on it with you. But, once again, if he does this and he does good with it, I have literally no problem. It's perfectly fine then at that point. It's perfectly fine. I just kind of am like, a bit sketch. A bit sketch because I can't fully go all the way in with Elon Musk. Now, here's a few things that will make me be more on his side. One, he reinstates a lot of people who've been just banned for arbitrary reasons that were not against the terms of service. Like, I know there was that the doctor who had come out and said something about the vaccine, and then his account was deleted. And it's like, he's literally the doctor who invented the technology, and he's saying something, and you're going to delete him because he said something against the vaccine. If anything, that guy should at least come back. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of other accounts that were just deleted and banned for arbitrary reasons that were not against the terms of service. So, if at least that happens, then I can be like, okay, I can see something's going on. Am I going to be 100% on it? Nope. I already learned my lesson. I'm not going 100% on anything. But that's a start. Second, let's see, what else could they do? They could fix the algorithm, because that's clearly some nonsense. Like the algorithm is clearly a biased thing, even though they're saying it's unbiased. We aren't biased. We are trying to be fair across the board, which is just a clear and blatant lie. I mean, that's kind of what they do. That's all they do anyways. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna give him a shot. He has till 2024 until he's off the board or until he has to renew it. So I'm gonna give him until then. Because there's gonna be other stuff happening in 2024 anyways. So that's what, like 2-ish years? Go for it. Let's see what you can do. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot more about this because this is clearly kind of like a big thing. So yeah. Hope it goes well because yeah, this is a thing. But yes. Anyway, thank you folks for joining me today. This is all I have to say about Elon Musk. But please, once again, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the cool things, all the good things. And I'll see you next time on CMC. Peace.